Welcome back to Experts of Very Little. My name is The Show. I'm here with Stony and Mose Knows. And Mose Knows, did your son? What did he do this weekend in the wrestling tournament?
Well, there's a little championship bracket right there. He went 3-0. Once first match 17-2, gave up a point in locked hands. So he really only gave up 1 point by the kid getting away. Other than that, like he penalty. And then the next two kids, which I thought would be tougher matches, I thought because those kids looked a little aggressive. He went out, pinned a kid, second kid, pinned the third kid in 20 something seconds. Sent you guys a video, which I mean, it's I'm excited for the year. He's got some new coaches this year, and he is taking their learning. He's a little bit more mature in it, and he is learning more from them, and he's doing well. Like earlier when we were took my older boys to hitting lessons, he wanted me to get down in the referee's position so he could show me a move and stuff that he learned at practice. Which when he's practicing in his intermediate group with his main coaches, I go help with the more novice uh, beginner kids. So I'm as a parent, advice to people: if you don't have to be so hands on with your kid, maybe back off a little bit. If you see that your kid maybe takes better coaching from other people, that's advice. I had to learn that with my older son. With him doing basketball, sounds like he's doing decent. Baseball, I don't coach him, and he does volleyball. But in the football, me and him butt heads. But so I've learned with my older son. But I mean, Teddy likes me being there to coach, but during practice, I kind of take hands off. But he's loving it. So we got another tournament this coming up. So we'll see how we go.
That's awesome.
Did you get any of that, John?
Oh man,
I
mine are
was
grown.
writing that down. Man, I feel like I went back to school for a minute. God dang, Professor Mosby up in the house, boy.
Preach it, brother. Preach it.
Shoot, I'll tell
No,
you right
you,
now.
you you've been around it, Ben, and you coaching high school, junior high, John. You got too many dads that think they are the experts when they're truly not. I mean, our coach, he's wrestled at the highest level NCAA, made it to the NCAA tournament. So I would be doing a disservice of saying, "Hey, you know what? My son does this better, so let's go do this route." No, we're going to do what you're teaching. That you go teach that, and you tell me what you want him to do at home, and that's what we're going to go over.
Well, yes. Yeah, sometimes people just get in the way of greatness and they
Mhm.
can't get out of the way. Um, but I saw this on Facebook and one of the teaching groups that I'm in, and I didn't comment because there was plenty of people handling this. But I want you to read this real quick. I just want you guys to respond to this anonymous member's comments.
So, is this just talking about high school sports? Is it talking about college sports?
Well, so those people on Spotify can hear. The comment is in Oklahoma Advocates page on Facebook, and it says, "Just a thought: what would happen if we got rid of school sports and funneled all that money into education?" So yeah, I'm assuming he's talking about high school sports mainly, with middle school sports, any sports in Oklahoma, but
Was because I was going to say, if we're talking about college sports, I could tell you what it'd do if you got rid of those sports. You wouldn't have the education. You wouldn't have a medical school. You wouldn't have a law school. You wouldn't have an aeronautics school. My sister, she graduated from OU Law, and she's not a big sports person. And me and my dad tell her all the time, you do know if it wasn't for OU football, you probably wouldn't have that law school. How
Mhm.
much money those bring in. So, and I know high school sports bring in money too. So, I mean, our state already struggles with funding for education. So, I mean, what you got rid of school sports, any little extra money those schools might have had that you made from that gate at your football game at your concession or whatever, you wouldn't have. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in administration or whatever. I don't know how much money gets funneled to the education or whatever, or these other clubs, but you wouldn't have an outlet for some of these kids. Like, as much as people that can't stand sports don't want to admit, some of these kids need sports.
Mhm.
Some of these kids use sports as an outlet to get away what they're living with on a daily basis. So if you take sports away, all right, we're going to just school. Some of those
Where does the
kids,
crime rate go to? You know,
I mean, some of
how
those
many of those
kids,
kids drop out? You know,
yeah, that's what I say. A lot of those kids will drop out. They won't even go to school because they have nothing to look forward to. Not
yeah,
saying education is not important because I preach to my kids all the time. Like I just got on to my two older boys because they didn't bring their homework home. I said, I don't care what sport you're playing. My number one rule in my house is education comes first. You better make sure that's done, blah, blah, blah. But sports also is an outlet. They get to go be with their friends. They get to go get to be around new people, different groups. It develops a little competitive and competition side, which is needed,
hmm
which is good. I mean,
Yeah, people are underestimating. I'll tell you this: being inside of education, I'll tell you this. Not everybody. So don't. I don't want to get everybody all riled up here and get it twisted. But there are people inside of education that don't appreciate what coaches do. Okay, and they don't like that they're gone all the time for games. They don't like the schedules. They don't like that they're not doing some of the committees inside the school because they're always out on the field. So they don't look very highly on coaches, and therefore they're connected to sports. So they don't look very highly on sports. That is a thing in the educational field. Not always though. Okay, a lot of people do appreciate this, but what they're not realizing is they're not realizing the outlet it is for many of those kids that aren't going to be your ones that are in your robotics class and your all those other gate a lot of the times that
hmm
are excelling in education and learning all that. But what sports does is number one keeps you accountable because you can't play unless you're making grades. So now they have a incentive to go do good in school.
I'm glad you just said that because kid on my little football team, very gifted, very talented. Just yesterday on the way to a wrestling practice because he wrestles with us too. He was talking about I want to do this and do that, and I can't wait until I get in the weightlifting program and just school sports and stuff. I said, Aiden, that or the kid's name. I said that's all great and handy. I said, but you do know the most important thing is you got to take care of that education, those grades.
Yeah. So, and it does. It keeps them accountable. They have to achieve something, right? Number two, it's fun for them. It gives them
hmm
something to look forward to in school. They love to go practice. Love to be on a team. If they didn't have that, you really think behaviors would get better without sports? You're out of your
No,
mind. You're out of your
no,
mind.
there wouldn't.
Sports does a
You
lot.
Yeah.
It is.
Sports does a lot. And I listen, I said it last week. There are some negatives to sports because there's negatives to everything in the world, right? Okay. But the positives massively outweigh the negatives, especially when it comes to high school and middle school sports. Okay, because they're not getting paid to do it. We can sit there and argue and trash pro athletes and college athletes and blah 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 and talk trash and get mad and this and that. But those kids that are doing it because they love the sport or they love their team or they love to play or whatever it is, and they have to be held accountable because of their grades. They have to act right in class because every teacher talks to everybody. So if somebody's acting bad in class, that teacher immediately calls that coach. That coach gets known about it. They get in trouble at practice, so then they're having to run and all that. That's all accountability stuff.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what it is. So what happens whenever they go on? They're learning accountability. They're learning to work hard, be trustworthy, work as a team. And then they go on and they go into the work field. What happens?
They become employable. They become because they're already been coachable. They've already
Yeah.
learned the responsibility. They've already
Structure. Yeah.
learned to be part of a team, to be organized, to stay on the schedule. So I mean, I I would love to see the statistics of how and how these student athletes, how many of them are some of the better students
hmm
Yeah,
because of the sports side
yeah.
because they got to contain a certain amount
You
of
went a little flat there
effort.
with your mic. Yes, absolutely. Which one? How many of them are the better behaved students, the better students overall? Not even necessarily like who's making the best grades. I'm talking about, you know, It's kind of like the comparison of whenever I'm coaching baseball or softball. I'm telling my kids, your best base runners don't have to be your fastest runners.
Correct.
They can be their smartest base runners. They can take the extra base. They know how to take a base. They know how to steal a base. They could be my better base runners, but they might not be my fastest base runners. Some people might make the best grades in the school, and they could be turd heads. They could be punks. But what I want to know who the best students are. Maybe the ones who grind it out, who are really struggling to get those B's, but they are. They're overachieving. They're overcoming obstacles to get there. Plus, doing some of our athletes that I've had back in the past would not only what sports was doing was helping them stay connected with the team and working hard. They would go on and support their families later because their families were poor and they were
Yeah.
like the main supporting. I had a lefty in high school that he would go immediately from practice, go to work, get done at 10 o'clock, come home, homework, rinse and repeat. High school, practice, work. We would let him leave practice early a little bit because we knew he had to be to work at 4:30.
Well, here's another thing. Okay, you take away sports, you got these kids that are making C's and struggling to make B's. But what if they're a hell of an athlete? That's their only path to college. The That gets them to the next level where, like you said, a underprivileged kid that don't have the money to pay for college, his family don't have the money, don't want to go out and get in massive debt, but he's
Yeah.
good at sports. It gets him a path to college. He goes on to get a college degree and then starts changing the cycle of life that he grew up in or whatever. So
Yeah.
sports is the benefits of sports outweigh any negative it has. I'm
100%.
sorry.
I mean, because you've got so many stories of Josh Jacobs in high school. How many times were they sleeping in their car because they were homeless throughout his high school, middle school and high school career? If he didn't have football, where would he have been?
Yeah.
And there's several other NFL players, basketball, baseball. I mean, even you look at it now, Delonte West. It's just kind of roles reversed. Gets out of the NBA after having a sub successful, NBA career. Now he's living on the streets because he's addicted to drugs. What happened if that started years ago and he didn't have college, he didn't have the NBA, and he didn't have LeBron James to try and help him out? Where would he been? Would he still be here? Nobody knows. Without sports, a lot of these kids have nothing to look forward to outside of what they have going on inside the classroom. I mean, they don't look
Yeah.
forward to going there. Why would they go? If they don't have to go to school?
And there's too many kids that are fall through the cracks because, like you said it best, Ben. Like, with if them playing sports, hey, we can call a coach to discipline them. Like, hey, I don't want to run at practice, so I'm going to be respectful. But
Yeah.
without sports, like the behavior issues, I think would be way worse.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I love seeing my success stories of my former athletes who went on and they've either went to the army or they have a career, or they're running a business, or I have it all over the place, and a lot of them don't even go to college, and that's completely okay. Believe
Mhm.
it or not, fellas,
Absolutely.
people, you don't have to go to college. You can go to a trade school. If you don't do a trade school, you could just go start working and then work your way up. I know a guy
Work your
that
way up.
I know a guy that got in and worked at Walmart. Okay, started as a cart pusher. He now runs one of the stores in Tulsa. Makes really good money, really good bonuses, really good worker. Worked his way up slowly. It can happen. You don't have to go to college, but what sports does in high school is teaches you those qualities to be able to go on and do things. And even in your relationships, I'm telling you, man, this would be the dumbest thing. It's not happening. Obviously,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not
But I'm
happening.
just
No,
saying
it will
Obviously,
never.
you
It
got a
never
major
will.
hater.
it's
There's a
somebody. Yeah.
reason why the major hater posted this anonymously. They don't
Oh
want
yeah.
anybody to know who did this.
Yeah, and the comments are roasting right now. They're going crazy. So yeah, I saw that though. I gotta bring this to the guys, man, because it fired me up a little bit. But this story also was kind of funny to me. Um, okay. Prison officials in South Carolina said a package containing steak, cannabis, crab legs, and multiple cartons of cigarettes was discovered by a guard after being dropped into the yard by a drone. Officials said they are investigating and no arrests have been made. This is fantastic.
Well, that's a new way to get contraband in. Usually, you hit it over the fence with a tennis ball or something like that. I mean, but
Yeah.
hey,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This
Uh,
is so fantastic. First of
well,
all,
I
to
mean,
come up with this idea
dark
is so
places
funny.
or something like that. They're
Can
putting them
you
in.
imagine this dropping in the yard and the people going, "Oh my god!"
just let them have their steak, man.
Could you
Let them have
imagine
their
if this was
steak.
dropped in the yard? I mean, because obviously it doesn't state whether it was when they were out on the yard or when they were, you know, on lockdown.
I'm
But
assuming
could you
that
imagine?
picture is the actual picture.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Uh, if the inmates were out on the yard when this was dropped, there is no guard getting this out of their hands. I'm
Scattering like
telling you,
ants. It's gonna look like ants on food.
Yes.
this is gone.
They
No
they
guards
just want to
getting
look.
it.
Hey, they just wanted a little steak, smoke a little bit of weed. They just want to have a good little night.
Look like they got some Marlboros in there.
Yeah.
Got some steak. Hey,
They or
I
they
wonder
were
who had
trying
to
to
do what to get the steak.
they were
Listen,
trying to get this in. They were trying to get this in, and they were going to try to get some prison currency by doing some trading or some selling. Like, hey, blah blah
yeah.
blah. I got some steak. I got
Hey,
some
you want this
weed. I
steak?
got some. I
This is
got
what
some
I'm gonna need.
cigarettes. Come on, yeah.
I laughed, man, when I saw this.
The things
Oh,
people would do.
oh man. I just
Prison is a different type. I mean, it's weird. Like there's that documentary about that USC old quarterback when he got arrested about he was making little pizzas with tortillas and stuff like that. And then,
Oh,
you
hey,
know,
listen. When I went,
rest in peace to my uncle that was in prison for good guy, but he would tell me stories. It's just like
they would
just
make
the
chips,
yes.
flavored chips out of ramen noodles.
Mhm. And then
They would
they would
take the ramen noodles in
sell
the
it.
microwave. They basically burn these things with the ramen noodles because they've sprinkled the stuff on there. They'd cook them in the microwave, break them up into little pieces, call them chips, and eat them. No,
God dang, John. You sound like pretty versed in that.
listen,
Oh, John,
I,
where
I
you
worked.
been?
I worked in a place that housed 24 prison inmates.
Well,
I've seen some things.
didn't know
Oh,
we were working with the convict, but
I was
I'm
gonna
okay.
say I need to go
Yeah,
check the news real
you
quick.
could check my record. I'm clean.
You know what else is pretty scandalous here is Dak
Oh,
outperforming Patrick freaking Mahomes this year. Look at these stats, John. This ain't even right.
that is what I'm talking about.
Good.
Wow. Dak
Good.
is better
Well,
Hey,
than
and
Patrick, huh?
listen
ain't gonna be in the
again.
playoffs either way. Again, John. Mahomes has played less career games and less seasons than Dak has outperformed in his career. So don't
I
say
didn't even
again,
finish what I
again,
was talking about until you
again.
make a dumbass
Oh
comment.
Lord.
Again, yes, all interceptions are going in his stats, but those last two interceptions from the last game should not count against Dak.
Hey, then
Sorry.
two of the
And
interceptions against
anybody,
Houston shouldn't have counted against Mahomes, but they did. So hey,
Man.
if and
I'm
once
for it
were
either
candy and
way. I
nuts,
don't
it'd be a
care.
sweeter place.
But
Yeah.
if
But neither one of them
Pat
are
was
going to
as
make
good
the
as Dak,
playoffs.
if Pat was
Yeah,
as good as
Neither
Dak,
because
one of
I'll tell you who's going to. The Panthers can clinch the NFC South before week 17 if the Falcons beat Tampa Bay and we beat New Orleans and we beat Tampa Bay in week 16, we have it clinched. Is
I'm a
that not
fucking
I'm not saying this is
believer,
going to
baby.
happen. Is that not mind-blowing to you guys though?
Crazy.
I'm being honest. I think it is going to happen because I don't think Baker Mayfield's healthy. I think the
Oh, he looks
Buccaneers
bad right
are.
now.
I think they are reeling. I think it is. I think you out of our three teams, I think your team is the only one going to the playoffs.
So it just depends on how big of an impact that Godwin's gonna have in the offense this week. I think they're
John,
rushing Evans back way
I don't think
too
Baker's healthy. I
early.
don't think it matters. I
Well,
think he's beat up.
so
I mean,
the I could make an argument against that only because with Bucky Irvin coming back, and then you have Godwin and Igbuka, that sounds like they're trying to rush Evans back. It's going to take a lot of pressure on him because he's not going to have to try and overdo it, especially with Bucky Irving in the backfield. I'm sorry. Yes, Tucker did well. You know, the running backs played okay, but they're not Bucky Irving. So you get Irving back, you get Godwin back, you get Evans back. That changes that offense drastically. It just
Well,
depends on if their defense can.
does Cowboys have a chance at all? I mean, are they going to get to the Eagles?
Well, they had a first step of the Eagles, but the Eagles still got to lose 3 of these
I
last 4.
They got to lose 2. We're a game and a half
literally,
behind. We're a game, a
I
game and a half
literally,
behind the division, and they play Washington twice. They play the Bills.
Pull
play the
up
Raiders.
pull up that chart that we did last week where John thinks they only got to lose 2 more. I mean,
We're a
where they
game
got to
and a
lose
half
2
out. What
more.
math?
all right, I'll
What
pull it
math
up.
didn't
Oh
happen for
crap!
you?
Sorry, wrong one.
Wrong one, but okay. So
I don't
yeah,
know where it's
okay.
at. I'd
We have
find
to
it.
win out, and they have to lose 2 games. We're a game
So
and a
they got
half
to
out.
go.
What math
They got to
isn't
go.
math?
They got to go 2-2 of these last 3. Once they got the Commanders twice right and the Raiders once. I don't like those odds.
And the
Jalen
Bills.
Daniels is out. Jalen
And the
Daniels
Bills.
is out.
But Mariota could
You
beat anybody at any given
you
time. That guy could
you
come out and
you
ball.
you still got the Chargers. Watch. I'm going to be rooting the hell for you guys to beat the Chargers because there is still a gram slimmer of hope for the Chiefs to make it. They got to win out, and the Chargers got to go 1-3 in their last 4.
Well, yeah. So Dallas is going to start by beating the Vikings this week, and then beat the Chargers, beat the Commanders,
About
beat the Giants.
freaking
They're going to beat them
where the
all.
hell did the Vikings come from last week?
Yeah, no kidding. After you guys talked about, I think even posted one of the videos like, if you're playing them, it's a W,
Yeah,
and they came out
Yeah.
smack. Here's your thing right here.
Okay, so yeah, if the Cowboys lose, they got to go 4-1, and the Eagles got to go 2-3. So Eagles got the Raiders. That's a win this week. They got the Commanders. Probably another win. So then you're going to have them lose 1 game to the Commanders
and the
or the
Bills.
Raiders and hope they don't beat the Bills. It just does. It's
My
you got
math
it. It's
is
a lot
on
of
the
help.
Commanders and the Bills. One time against the Commanders and one on the Bills. I have no faith that the Raiders can even beat themselves, let alone anybody else.
Well,
And it seems like the Commanders are going to shut down Jalen Daniels for the rest of the year. Yeah.
I'll
It's
tell
probably
you
not a
this:
bad move.
Jalen Hurts single-handedly eliminated me with one of the most stacked Guillotine League teams that you could ever have.
Oh, did you lose the Guillotine League? Did you get eliminated?
I had
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts in, John.
He had negative 4 points on one play. Threw an interception, recovered a fumble, and then fumbled it right back. So he had 2 turnovers on one
Yes.
play. Negative 4 points on
It gets even better, John. Okay, not only all that, blah blah blah, and it was James I was competing against. He had AJ Brown, but that last play that was what 2 inches from being a touchdown.
Yeah.
If that's a touchdown, I win. But instead, it's an interception. I go down 8 and lose. It was just the most wild. I was projected to get 177 points and got like 112. Just
that
wild
never
stuff.
happens for you.
Wild stuff. Well, I did this time, Johnny.
Well,
Okay.
that's fantasy. That's how it goes.
That's it. Except for old self-proclaimed God Jeffrey, boy, he ain't understanding that. All right. Let's see here. You sent me something else here, Mosby. I didn't even crop it or anything, so it's just straight up hanging out here. Which logo would you bring back, John, out of the Broncos, Oilers, Dolphins, or Redskins?
Broncos.
Man, they're all good. They're all good. But I'm telling you, the best jerseys in NFL history are those Washington Redskins ones. They're so good.
I would say the Redskins logo simply because I'd want the team back. That's why I'd pick the Redskins logo. That would mean that name is coming back. Now, as far as the logo, I care less about the Dolphins one. Oilers is cool, but that Broncos one and the Redskins one would be my top 2.
Yeah. I'm big on the Broncos. That's out of these 4 the best logo.
Speaking of the Broncos, John. My man Mosby, he got some Bronco fans riled
We
up.
got them going.
Good.
And
Good.
you know what that leads me to, John? I think it's time for Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows. Betty! Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows. The Chiefs! Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows.
Nothing.
Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's. Everything!
First guy sounded like he didn't know what to say. What to say, rookie? I was talking about the Chiefs Cowboys game. Yeah, well, I just want to forget about that Thanksgiving disaster. I don't even want to give John the benefit of doubt of me saying anything about the Cowboys and Chiefs. I don't have anything to say. So didn't sound like I have anything to say. I don't have anything to say about that. I just wanted to erase that one for my memory. Zach Wilson, the disrespect is terrible. You liking this Zach Wilson. You thinking Zach Wilson is good is terrible. Where has he ever shown any ability to be a competent NFL quarterback? Like, he got pushed up to the draft because he made a couple big throws in the combine. Congratulations. You still can't read a freaking defense. You still can't make a freaking accurate throw. Good job that you can throw it 60 yards on the run. Congratulations. Where are you at now? On the bench somewhere, and that's where you're going to be for the rest of your career. And Elway, Manning, and now Knicks. We got the Mahomes error. Is the Knicks error really a error? You haven't won nothing yet, so yeah. So getting a little ahead of ourselves, which I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys are excited. I'm glad that you're excited. But what I got to say is, you better hope to God you get the 1 seed, because if you get the 2 seed and the Chiefs happen to get that 7 seed, Knicks error is going bye-bye in the first round. For Elway, Manning area, congratulations. Hey, still doesn't matter. The Mahomes era has won as many Super Bowls as you do as a franchise. So one guy era has won as much as the 3 eras that you just said. Congratulations, Broncos. Like I said, garbage organization.
Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows. Betty! Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows. The Chiefs! Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's knows.
Nothing.
Mo's knows, Mo's knows, Mo's. Everything! Well, that one comment, he was saying that the podcast was terrible. Did you see that?
He's terrible.
He said
Yeah,
the podcast was terrible.
Because I believe that's the same one that said something about Zach Wilson. The only thing he's good at is getting older chicks. Good for you, bro. Hey,
how many people came out to defend Zach Wilson?
They did,
my
too.
God.
I'm like what is going on here?
That's what I said. The Zach Wilson hype is unbelievable. Big fans here. And then I went after every Broncos fan today. I'm telling you, Broncos fans, seen it on Twitter and everything. They are the most fragile organization of fans I've ever seen in my life.
Say that one more time. I want to hear it in the mic.
That I went after every Broncos fan on our comment today. From the stuff I see on Twitter and everything, Broncos fans are the most fragile fan base there is. Even more fragile than the boys fan base. The Broncos fans are so mentally weak and just fragile. Like I'm telling you, like you can ask my wife. One of the games we went to, she'll tell you she can't stand Bronco fans. Can't stand Bronco fans. We went to the Chiefs Denver game. She's like, they are such arrogant idiots. Congratulations on your 3 Super Bowls that one man has matched in 7 years. And that man ain't going anywhere anytime soon. He's still got about another 8 or 9 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't believe that they were all like, it's of course it's Zach Wilson. Of course it's Zach Wilson. I was like, God dang. Big fans.
Big time Zach Wilson fans.
Oh, that's a Terrible podcast. How about a terrible take?
Were
Terrible
were those
opinion.
Zach?
A
Were
terrible,
those
a terrible anything. Terrible.
or did Zach Wilson turn into Kevin Durant and create like 30 different accounts and commented on it and was like,
Cupcake.
Listen, I am that one, and then what was the most recent one that they were? Oh, it was my take on Lane Kiffin. My
Lane
take on
Kiffin,
they
yeah.
were, they were starting to going in a little bit, like, "Hey, yeah, kid, you're ready." Like, man, people are ruthless, baby, ruthless.
Love it.
So
Love it.
what's the landscape here of the NFL? What do we have to look forward to here?
Dallas
Well,
in the
it's
playoffs, baby.
getting interesting. So the Bears went from the 1 seed to the 7 seed. So that's what makes it even harder for Dallas. I mean, you got the Chiefs that got in the deep hole. You got the Dolphins that Kenneth had you send me a thing. Dolphins are automatic somehow in the hunt a little bit too, depending on
Yeah.
that they were many weeks ago wanting to fire their coach, and now they're 6-7 in the hunt. I mean, Chargers got a big victory. I mean, but the Chargers schedule coming up unbelievable hard. I mean, you got Buffalo surviving over since Buffalo surviving over Dallas or over Cincinnati. You got the Steelers bouncing back after let's get rid of Tomlin, and I think they're going to win the North. I mean, you got the Colts free falling that they're bringing back Phillip Rivers. I mean, you got
Oh, my
Houston and
God.
4-year-old grandpa.
Why have we
you
not
got
talked about that?
you got Houston and the Jaguars competing for that division now, and then the Patriots and Broncos. I think it's going to come down to the Patriots and Broncos. I think Jacksonville still has a chance of getting that 1 seed. I mean, so I was looking at it, and I'm talking about the NFC or AFC. John can talk about the NFC because this team's in the NFC. You guys can, but I was looking at it. It's like I don't want to do it. I don't want to give myself hope. Like, oh, the Chiefs can do it. Okay, well, we got it starts. We got to beat the Chargers. Okay, we got to beat the Chargers. Then we can go beat Tennessee. So then we're 8-7 there if that happens. Okay, so then that puts the Chargers. Chargers got us and Cowboys. I need the Cowboys to beat the Chargers. That puts the Chargers at 9-6. Okay, then maybe some of these other games can happen. And Denver's got to stay in a race with New England. New England can't run away with that 1 seed because if it comes down to week 18 and Denver don't have nothing to play for, they will rest their starters against the Chargers. So I need Denver to keep winning until Christmas night. And that could be the only game Denver loses the rest of the year, Christmas night when the Chiefs play him, because the Chiefs need to win that game. But I need Denver fan bases. I'm going to be rooting for you in these other 3 games to win because I need you competing for that 1 seed because I need you to beat the Chargers in the last week.
Let me hear you in that mic.
I need Denver. I need Denver to be competing besides on Christmas night. I need them to try to stay in the battle for the 1 seed.
Okay, so here's kind of how it sits right here. Here's your playoff machine. Denver 1, Patriots 2. As it sits now, Jaguars 3, Pittsburgh 4, and then the Chargers 5, Bills 6, and Texans 7. John, I'm going to send over the NFC. Got the Rams at 1, Green Bay at 2, Eagles at 3, Buccaneers at 4, and then you've got the Seahawks at 5, Niners at 6. And like I said last week, the Bears could lose the game and go from the 1 to the, or what was it, the 1 to the 7? Or the 2 and the
1 seed to the 7 seed.
They're in the 7th seed. What's your outlook here in the NFC, John?
So I mean, obviously, as a Cowboys fan, that's where my attention has been shifted to for a while. I mean, obviously, Dallas can clinch the NFC East, but they have to have a couple things happen. Obviously, we have to win out, can't lose another game, and we have to have one of the next or two of the next 4 or 5 games that the Eagles have to play, whatever. Which I guess that'd be 4 out of the Bills, the Commanders twice, or the Raiders. And like I said, I don't have any faith that the Raiders can even beat themselves. So I got to have the Bills and the Commanders beat the Eagles at least, once, and then we have to win out. So we could easily be sitting in that 3 seed come the end of the season and as NFC East champions, which would absolutely blow my mind. But this is where that tie's going to kill us. This is where the tie's going to end up killing us. Because I mean, obviously, and then loss to the Bears, but those two losses.
A big L to the Panthers.
Man, that's not playing. Yes, it is.
And to the Lions.
Well, no, what I'm talking early on in the season. Yes, I mean obviously the Lions loss just now was a tough one, but I'm talking those two, the tie and the loss to the Bears are going to end up potentially keeping us out of the
Let's
playoffs.
do an exercise. You ready?
Yeah.
This is the playoff machine. We're going to pick these games, and the majority we have to go with. Okay.
Okay.
Falcons, Bucks.
Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Bills, Patriots.
Bills.
I want to say the Bills.
I was going to say the Bills too. Bengals, Ravens.
Bengals.
I was going to go Ravens, but we'll go with Bengals. Jets, Jaguars.
Jags.
Yeah. Chargers and Chiefs.
Ooh,
It's tough.
Yeah, Chargers.
I'm going to go Chiefs.
Ooh.
Texans, Cardinals.
Texans.
Bears, Browns.
Bears.
Giants and Commanders.
Oh, wait.
Giants.
You got
Giants.
Yep. Giants.
Giants.
Eagles, Raiders.
Eagles.
That's where I was going to go. Colts, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah. Packers, Broncos. Oof.
Broncos.
I was going to go Packers. We'll stick with Broncos. Niners, Titans.
Niners.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go. Panthers, Saints.
Panthers.
That's tough because Lions, Rams.
Rams.
I'm going Rams too. Cowboys, Vikings.
Cowboys.
Steelers, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I would go Steelers, but we're going to go with Dolphins. All right, there's week 15. After week 15, there is your setup. Okay, let's go over to week 16. Rams, Seahawks.
I'm going to go Seahawks.
You're going to go Seahawks?
Yep.
You're going to go Rams?
Yep.
I'm going to go Seahawks. Commanders, Eagles.
Eagles.
You think Commanders are going to beat the Eagles?
I think at least one time, yeah. That's just...
With what? What do they have left?
They just...
Eagles.
It's the same as a dadgum chart.
Move on. Bears, Packers.
The Bears get revenge.
Packers.
I think the Packers beat them again. There's the majority. Saints, Jets.
Jets.
I'm going Saints. Browns, Bills. Chiefs, Titans.
Chiefs.
Cowboys, Chargers.
Cowboys.
I'd go Chargers, but we'll go Cowboys. Giants, Vikings.
Vikings.
Okay. Panthers, Bucks.
Panthers.
I'm going Bucks. Dolphins, Bengals.
I'm going Bengals.
Yeah. Broncos, Jaguars.
Jags.
I'm going Broncos. Cardinals, Falcons.
Falcons.
I'm going to go Falcons. Texans, Raiders.
Texans.
Lions, Steelers. Lions, Steelers.
Lions.
Ravens, Patriots.
Patriots.
And then Niners, Colts.
Niners.
Yeah. Okay. So after week 16, it's like this. You got Denver 1, Patriots 2, Houston 3, Steelers 4 with a 7-8 record, Bills 5, Jacksonville 6, and the Chargers 7. In the NFC, you got the Seahawks as the 1 seed, Packers 2, Eagles 3, Buccaneers 4, Niners 5, Rams 6, and the Bears 7. Week 17, you have the Commanders and Cowboys.
Cowboys.
There's got to be Commanders. They're going to win, right? I mean, they're going to beat the Eagles the week before. A lot of momentum. Vikings, Lions. Chiefs, Broncos.
Broncos.
Only because it's at Arrowhead. I'm going to go Chiefs.
Mm.
Chargers, Texans.
Texans.
Okay. Packers, Ravens.
Packers.
Packers, yeah.
Okay. Browns, Steelers.
I'm going to go
Steelers.
Browns.
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers don't look real good, do they?
Mm-mm.
Sanders threw for some yards, man.
Oh, look nasty.
I'm going to go Browns too. Jets, Patriots.
Patriots.
Titans, Saints.
Saints.
One flip. Saints.
I'm going Saints. Colts, Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Jags.
Okay. Dolphins, Buccaneers.
Dolphins.
I think the Dolphins get them.
Dolphins.
Oddly enough. Panthers, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Bengals. Bengals. Cardinals.
I'm going to go with the Bengals.
The Bengals.
Okay. Raiders, Giants.
Giants.
Okay. Bills, Eagles at Buffalo.
Bills.
Niners, Bears at Niners.
Bears. The Bears.
Niners winning. Falcons, Rams at Atlanta.
Rams.
Yeah. Okay. Now after week 17, it goes like this: Denver 1, Patriots 2, Houston 3, Cincinnati 4, Buffalo 5, Jacksonville 6, and the Chargers 7. In the NFC, it goes Seahawks 1, Packers 2, Eagles 3, Buccaneers 4, the Niners 5, Rams 6, and the Lions 7. That goes to week 18. Here we go, boys. We're picking the playoffs. You ready?
Yep.
Rams, Cardinals.
Rams.
Yeah, it'd have to go Rams.
Broncos, Chargers at Denver.
And Denver's tied with the Patriots, correct? In record?
Yeah.
Broncos,
yeah.
Yeah. Raiders, Chiefs. Okay. Patriots, Dolphins.
Patriots.
Yeah. Eagles, Commanders.
Eagles.
I got to give the Commanders at least one victory. God dang
You
it.
picked them both times.
I know. I'm saying we got to give them one victory.
I'm picking Eagles.
You got to know the NFC.
Steelers. I got to know the NFC. Yeah, I don't know.
I said NFC East.
Oh. Steelers, Ravens.
They just beat the Ravens.
I'm going with the Ravens.
I'm going to go with Ravens too. Niners, Seahawks. I'd go Niners, but we're going majority here. Texans, Colts.
Texans.
And Giants, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Bengals, Browns.
Bengals.
Yeah. Bears, Lions at Chicago.
Bears.
I'd go Lions, but we'll go majority. Falcons, Saints. Bills, Jets.
Bills.
Vikings, Packers.
Packers.
Panthers, Buccaneers.
No. That will be the Sunday night game, so we'll do that one last. So next game.
Jaguars, Titans.
Jags.
Buccaneers, Panthers.
Bucks.
I'd go Panthers. Okay. And this is how the playoffs would turn out. It'd be the Broncos, the 1 seed, Patriots 2, Texans 3, Bengals 4, Bills 5, Jacksonville 6, and the Chiefs 7. In the NFC.
So you're saying there's a chance.
In the NFC, the Seahawks would be the 1 seed, believe it or not. The Packers 2, Eagles 3, Buccaneers 4, Rams 5, Niners 6, and the Bears 7. There you go.
It's going to get interesting.
What do you think about that?
It's going to be fun.
The Eagles aren't making it. The Eagles are not making it.
I don't agree with. I think technically the Bengals still have it, but if they would have pulled that one off against the Bills, I probably would have went and put money on them to win that division.
Yeah, I have a hard time. I still think I don't know why. I still think the Ravens are going to come out of that division, but
I don't. I think the Ravens
trash.
have a chance. I don't think they'll win again. There's a chance they may not win again the rest of the year.
we just did it. We just did the majority, and this is what it turned out. So it's hard to argue. We
Yeah.
just did. Man, can you imagine? Can you imagine the Chiefs getting it at the 7th seed?
That's the only chance we have, unless just put the Jags losing every game to see if there's even a chance. Go to the week, just
There
to
would be.
put them to see because they had the tiebreaker over us, just to see if there's any chance that we could even jump them. Because I don't think there's any chance we can get anything higher than the 7th seed.
Or is there
all the way over to the left? Yeah,
Colts. No, tiebreaker still goes to them at the 6th seed.
Well, what about the week before?
Yeah.
Did we get them losing?
Then you would have a better record.
Well, that's what 6 say. Like, I mean, is there any chance?
Bronco game to the left.
Oh no, we already had the Broncos beating them, so we have them. So if they win, what's the record currently now?
Okay. 10-7. You both are 10-7 right now.
Well, what's their current record? Is that 9-4?
Set them right here.
Yeah, so have the Jets upset them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, there's a chance we can get the 6.
Oh dear God, he's delusional like you, John.
Mine's more realistic.
I said it weeks ago. Until it says eliminated, that E next to it in the standings, I'm always going to believe.
Oh, John, I'll tell you what.
Oh God, please no. Lord.
All right, so knowing everything that we just did, John, how do you feel about things?
I don't.
How confident are you now about the Cowboys?
I'm more confident. You guys are the ones that kept them out of the playoffs.
I mean, because you kept acting like, I don't know. You kept acting like
but hey,
lose.
Okay. In John's defense, okay, are me and you thinking that the Eagles are what they aren't and what they used to be, because they have proven that they're not what they used to be.
Yeah.
Just like the kind of belief I have, and I think you do too, Ben, the belief in the Chiefs that, hey, maybe we can turn it on just like that, and maybe the Eagles can and the Chiefs can. They do it, but so far they have proved that we can't.
John, on crypto.com, you can bet basically.
I told you not to.
Predictive yes or no's, and it's legal.
I told you not to.
And I kept texting him. I said, all right, man, we're down whatever it is. I can bet Kansas City plus 3.5 right now. How do you feel about it? He said, man, I wouldn't put a dime on this team right now.
I wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't touch it right
now. I said, John, I can win 1,000 right now. All right, I said, Mosby, I can win 1,000 right now. What do you think?
Right.
Man.
Let's talk about, okay, so we talked about last week that Chiefs defense. Let's talk about the defensive performance between the Texans and the Chiefs in that second half of that game. Unbelievable. Like,
Texans are unbelievable.
I think at a point in time, Mahomes and Stroud had like 18 straight incompletions. Like, it was just the defensive side. Like, that's a defense we need from the Chiefs the rest of the year. But we need the offense to step up.
What has happened to McDuffie?
He got hurt, John.
Well, I mean, he's just not looked good at all.
Yeah, John, what are you talking about? He's been the third highest rated PFF guy the whole year.
You're right, John. He got cooked.
You got a game. I'm not saying blame the rest, but when I don't care how good you are in the secondary, if you got a quarterback that's standing in the pocket where he can throw all day like Dak did, and you got the refs, which we saw the refs made those calls against the Cowboys, against the Lions,
and they got suspended. They got suspended by the NFL.
But then when you got the refs allowing there to be physical play from the receivers and pushing off and stuff, it's going to be. I don't care if you're Darrelle Revis or Ty Law, you're going to have a long day. I mean,
Cowboys and Chiefs games was
but
that
but
literally
McDuffie,
they got suspended like they did against the
but but
Lions and
McDuffie
Cowboys.
McDuffie has been good all year long. Playing out of he's played at a Pro Bowl level, all Pro level, almost the whole year. But I will say this. I will say this. I just defended McDuffie. I think in that second half, after McDuffie went out with injury, that second half, the performance the Chiefs put on for the second half, where I think the Texans had 18 yards in the third quarter, and then I mean they got put in a bad position to give up that touchdown at the end of the game when we went forward on 4th and 1 with 5 minutes left in the game from our own 30-yard line and didn't get it. I don't know why you go for that. Just punt it away. Your defense is playing unbelievable right now. Just play field position. Houston has shown no signs that they were able to move the ball in the second half, but McDuffie wasn't out there. You played Noel Williams, okay? I think I'm going to take a guess that second half wrote the ticket for McDuffie not being on the Chiefs and getting a long term contract. And we're not going to play big money and we're going to go spend big money elsewhere. Which I've said for years that the Chiefs are following what the Patriots did is they will sign certain players, but they're not opening the bank for everybody. And the Patriots got rid of Ty Law, and at the peak of his career, and everybody's like that. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Well, it slowed them down. If we can, Noah Williams, Jaden Hicks, and a couple of these other receivers, if we keep Jalen Watson and we can play defense like we did in that second half, I mean, maybe we do let McDuffie walk. I mean, it's just, but that defense has got to play like that the rest of the year. Got to have performances like that the rest of the year. You're about to play against a quarterback that didn't look very good on Monday night. I know they got the win, but Justin Herbert was under 50% completion percentage. You can tell that wrist is still bothering him. He's very inaccurate, stuff like that. So you got to come at him. You got the defense got to come at him like we did against Stroud. Stroud only completed 15 passes out of 31 attempts, but the offense has got to do their part. You cannot turn the ball over like he did. I mean, they go on Mahomes' stat line, just like John said. They go on Dax's stat line, yes, but some of them were just when you hit freaking your best receiver in the hands on a 4th and 1, and it bounces off him and goes to an interception. Then you hit maybe the greatest tight end in the history of the game in the arms. You expect them to catch the ball. Expect him to catch the ball. I've said this best the last couple of days at wrestling practice when I talk to people about it. If you were in a coma for the last 7 years and you woke up and that was the first game you watched in the last 7 years and it was the Chiefs, you would think that was a team that has not been able to get over the hump. That's what they look like on the offensive side of the ball. Is like they were pressing too much. Looked like they were a team that hasn't been to the mountaintop yet, and that they were trying to get there, and that like they just couldn't get over the pressure. But all got to settle down. It's win or lose. You lose, you're done. You win, you still might be done. So in my eyes, just play free. Just go out there and play free. Just go out there and have fun. Play free. Just play aggressive. You ain't got nothing to lose. Might as well go for it every 4th down. Don't punt it. Onside kick it every time. Blitz every damn play. You ain't got nothing to lose. Just go out for it because if you win these last 4 games, 3 games, I think it's 4 games, you have a chance to make the playoffs, but you got to win. It's got to start this Sunday. So just go out there and play free. Just leave it all out there. I mean, go to the deep ball again. Put Thornton back in offense and let's throw it deep about 5 times again. 5 times a game. Let's open this offense up again. When we throw it deep like we do, it opens it up underneath for Rice and Kelsey and stuff. So I mean, another bright spot on that game is that little our third string tackle, that Escalates. It looked pretty good. He allowed one pressure to Darnell Hunter, which is pretty dang good. So maybe we move on from Taylor. Maybe we run with Josh Simmons and Escalates as our tackles. I mean, maybe we found another tackle, another star and waiting. I don't know, but it's it's win or go home for Noel. These last 4 games. The playoffs for the Chiefs start right now. You got to win. You got to win every game for even a chance to make the playoffs. Go out there and show everybody who you are, what you've been for the last 7 years. Remind everybody what you've been.
Man, well, getting down to the nitty gritty. Got just a month left of the NFL regular season, getting close to playoff time, and Dallas is close. They're a lot closer than I thought they were going to be. This past game against the Lions, that should be in the back window. That should be gone. You're not looking at that. You're not dwelling on that one. You're looking straight ahead. I think the one thing that you take from that is, you really, really, really did well against the run. You held Gibbs to under 30 yards rushing, but he killed you in the flats in the receiving yardage. I think he had almost 80 or 90 yards just in receiving. So, that killed us. But anyway, we're going to have a healthy Jadeveon Clowney back. Don't know if we're going to have CD Lamb or not. But we got to go handle business against the Vikings, because we have to win out if we think that there's any chance of the playoffs. It's us winning out, and by doing so, you're going to have everybody healthy. Keep doing what you're doing on offense, and you got to hone some things in on defense. Why the heck Kenneth Murray is still playing 90% of the defensive snaps at linebacker is beyond me, but it's absolutely horrible. He's atrocious. Get him out of there. Send him home. Tell him the game is on Thursday, and hopefully he doesn't show up on Sunday, because that's not going to cut it. He's been terrible against a run. He's terrible against a pass. He can't cover me on a route. My God, it's terrible. But we've got to absolutely 100% win out for us to do so. And I am a fan against any team, or a fan of any team playing against the Eagles, because the birds are no longer flying, they're crying, and it's cry Eagles cry from here on out. So go Cowboys. Let's go.
The Carolina Panthers go to New Orleans at 3:25 p.m. Central Time, and the spread is 2.5 in favor of the Panthers. Panthers are 3-4 on the road. Saints are 1-5 at home. We got beat to the Saints last time. We usually split with teams in our division. Doesn't make any better that I'm nervous as crap about this game. We're actually relevant this deep into the season, which is fantastic. Make it or not make it, it's still awesome that we're relevant. But we, obviously it goes without saying we got to win this game. I do think we do win this game. I think we're going to win the game. Something like 27-24. But I'll tell you what, Saints quarterback, he's tossing it, man. He's tossing it around. He's doing a pretty good job. So hopefully Bryce Young is the Bryce Young we've been seeing that's been leading us to victory, because I would love it if the Falcons somehow beat the Buccaneers tomorrow night. Or no, Thursday. They play Thursday. If they play the Falcons, if they get beat to the Falcons, and then we beat the Saints, and then next week would be for all the marbles. If we beat them, that'd be awesome. So, but don't put the cart before the horse. We're going to hope for a win against the New Orleans Saints, but I can't guarantee anything, because I have watched the Panthers long enough to know that you can't guarantee anything with the Panthers. Now, we're going to end this episode with a topic that I really want you to discuss. And I want you to tell me what your top 5 Christmas movies are. I want John. Actually, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Do you have a list, or are you doing it off the top of your head?
Oh, I've thought about this already. I know what my top 5 are.
Can you go 5-1, or do you have to go 1-5? Because we can do either.
I can go either way.
Mosby?
I'm good.
Okay. Number 5 Christmas movie.
The Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey.
Okay.
The Grinch, the newer one, the cartoon.
Oh, you like Benedict?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to go. This is tough because I've got a whole list of movies I watched over Christmas. Even some of the newer ones are pretty good. Like Red One wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Carry
I
On's
like
is not really a Christmas, but it's a good movie.
I like Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell.
Yeah. My number 5, I'm going to go. Man, it's so tough. I like so many of them. I'm going to go. This is going to sound so bad, but I'm going to say Bad Santa. I
That's a
freaking
good
love
one.
Bad Santa. I love Bad
so
Santa.
funny.
Obviously, watch it by myself, but Bad Santa is my number 5. All right, number 4.
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Home Alone.
1 or 2?
Just Home Alone. But if we're going to pick, number 2 is better.
4.
Well, they're separate movies, so you could pick both of them.
Home Alone 2.
All right, man.
Or what I sent you the other day about the. We'll talk about later. But
all right, I'm going to say Jingle All the Way. That's my number 4. Love Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
And I'm already mad because I'm gonna be leaving some of these off. I'm going to be so mad because I'm leaving some really good ones off here. All right, number 3.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Die Hard.
God, Die Hard's good, man. Die Hard's really good. Oh, this is really tough for me. I like Four Christmases. I can't put it in my top 5. 8-Bit Christmas is good. I can't put it in my top 5. I'm going to go with. Man, Die Hard is pretty freaking good, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to go with. Home Alone 1. Okay, that's my number 3. All right, number 2.
Elf.
Boo. That's
You don't like
on
Elf?
my list. Oh, I cannot. I do not like Elf.
What?
I do not like Elf. Do not like it. And
Why?
I do not like the. I do not like the Christmas Story. I think they're just too overrated. Way overrated.
Oh my God!
Wow.
You have to explain this.
I just the Christmas Stories ones because it's all that marathon they put on TNT or whatever, and that's all my dad had watching around the holidays. And so, the same thing with Elf. When Elf came out, that's all that was watched. Blah blah blah. So it's just oversaturated for me. Like there's like certain foods like that. Like I'll eat peanut butter cups, but you'll be hard pressed to see me eat a peanut butter sandwich because I ate it so much when I was a kid. So I think that's the reason why. Like if you took Elf off the TV for 5 years and then brought it back 5 years later without it ever being on TV or talked about, I'd watch it and probably enjoy it. But since it was oversaturated of the Christmas Story and Elf in the households I were living in and watching all the time, I just don't like it. It was just too much.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that with Christmas Story because Rachel also didn't like Christmas Story, but Elf is interesting because it is funny. All right,
See,
what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Christmas Vacation.
And that is also my number 2, Christmas Vacation. Okay, so break it down. What was your rank again so far, John? What was your 2 through 5?
2 was Elf. 3 was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. 4 was Santa Claus, and 5 was The Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay, Mosley, what was your 2 through 5?
It was Christmas Vacation, Die Hard. It was. I forgot what I said before. Home Alone. Number 2. Number 2, and then The Grinch, the cartoon.
The new one.
Yes.
Okay, now your number one go-to Christmas movie,
It's Home
John.
Alone. It's Home Alone.
One or
There's
two?
only one answer. Home Alone 1.
Mine, and I hate to admit, I didn't watch this movie until about 5 years ago, but I'll watch it in July, August. The Polar Express.
The greatest Christmas movie out there that I have to watch. I could watch whenever. So quotable. So many funny scenes that I talk with people throughout the entire year. Which I actually would argue that the most quotable one's probably Christmas Vacation. But the best Christmas movie that I watch every year, my number one, is Home Alone 2. It's not even close how much better it is than Home Alone 1. Not even close. Argue it, John. Argue it, because you're wrong.
I'm never wrong.
Argue it. Why is Home Alone 1 better than Home Alone 2?
I've just always been a fan of Home Alone 1 the whole
Was-
time. I mean, the whole thing. Because it's basically the same story. They just flipped the script a little bit on Home
so
Alone
that
2.
actually makes
Yeah. I mean,
No.
that's like 100%. They just took it. They changed a couple things, and boom, there's 2.
Hey, was the 2011 St. Louis Cardinals better, or was the 2006 St. Louis Cardinals better?
I
They
take
did the
either
same
one.
thing. They won the World Series. Which one was better?
Yeah, but that doesn't. That's
It's
irrelevant.
the same
because of
thing.
what we're
It's the
doing
same
about.
thing. It's the same thing.
Nah.
2011 would dominate 2006. Same script.
Oh well, yeah, the
Back
2011
in the
team was better.
playoffs,
But what I'm
went
saying
through
is,
there, won the World Series title.
but this is different. I mean,
It's not.
you're expecting the rosters to change and people to get better, blah blah blah. Yeah, but they took the same script, they changed a couple words, and they re-recorded it in a different town
It was
or
beautiful.
city. Ah,
Funnier
ah.
moments. What's the funniest moment in Home Alone 1?
I mean, a lot of it.
Yeah, go ahead, name it. I'll wait.
I mean, one of my favorite lines is "Keep your change, you filthy animal." Ah, it just, I don't know why. That's just one of the things that always. I mean, I'm ready for that Tommy gun to go off every time.
Well, the funniest moment out of all the Home Alones is when Marv gets electrocuted in Home Alone 2. Turns through the skeleton.
No, I mean, because
Not
even
even
then
close.
you could
Not
say
even close.
the iron falling down and hitting him in the head, stepping on the nails in the tar,
The
you
bricks
know.
coming from the roof in Home
I
Alone
mean,
2. Yes,
either
absolutely.
the paint cans and the hitting him in the mouth of the gold teeth. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They used the same script in a
Absolutely.
different city.
The bird seed going up and then getting around there. And I'm more the sticky bandits now. It's
No.
not. It's Home Alone 2 is just. It's better. It's
No.
funnier.
No,
It's not even close.
no.
Now let's talk about.
no.
It's okay. You're wrong.
Now,
It's-
now
it's-
one that my wife would pick as the number one was The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I've never seen that. Here's the ones I left off the list that I really like. Bad Santa 2.
Yeah.
But that one's definitely not better than the first one. I like obviously Die Hard, but I didn't put it in my top 5. Santa Claus wasn't in my top 5, but I like it. The Grinch, Jim Carrey. I prefer that over the new animation, but I do like the new animation. Elf, Four Christmases, hilarious. Polar Express, I watch every year. Rachel didn't like the Polar Express, by the way, Mosby.
What?
Yeah. Christmas Chronicles, great. Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, I will watch it. A Christmas
Here's
Story.
one.
Go ahead.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's Thanksgiving movie. Yes, I watch that every Wednesday before Thanksgiving because they are going to. He's trying to go home for Thanksgiving. That is a fantastic. I even had an argument with somebody just recently on social media about that. I said that's one of the best holiday themed movies to watch before that holiday, and they were like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "Yeah." It friggin' is. Like, what other Thanksgiving movies do you know out there to watch? That's the only one I could think of. Do you know any more Thanksgiving movies to watch?
No.
Like, So anyway, 8-Bit Christmas. If you've never seen 8-Bit Christmas, I highly recommend it. So good. It's basically and it's a newer version of the Christmas story, but it's all based around them going after a regular Nintendo back in the day. So good. So good. I'll be home for Christmas. Now, here's a funny story on that because that's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Corny. It's corny. I'll watch it every year. Why? Because whenever I was in middle school in 6th grade or maybe 7th grade, I can't remember. They did a thing to where they rented out the theater. Okay. The entire grade walked to the theater and got to watch this movie at like 10 a.m. and eat popcorn. It was that floods my memory every single time I see this movie. Jingle All the Way, obviously I said that. Red One and Carry On. Carry On Netflix is a really good movie. Am I missing any? Miracle on 34th Street. You guys ever watch that?
Yeah, that's a good movie. I like that one.
A Wonderful Life. I mean,
yeah.
The
I
original
was going through
Grinch
a
back
list
in the
of movies, and they
day.
had Edward Scissorhands on there, and
Gr-
yeah, I'm like,
Grim-
what in the world?
Gremlins.
Gremlins. Yeah, Gremlins was on there.
John, I was going to do a top 10, but I didn't want Mosby to cheat, know all the answers. So.
Oh, I know he would have.
And any Christmas Carol ones, which I think there's one on Netflix, updated like animated one that's pretty good that I like that it comes across. But
yeah,
I mean, there's only one. It's Polar Express is number one.
Polar Express is really good. It's solid. Rachel doesn't like it though.
Why? What?
It's like the animation in it or something. She don't like the animation.
But yeah, I mean, you don't understand the Polar Express?
Isn't it a Disney movie?
No, I don't think so.
Or is it was it the Pillar or whatever?
I don't think it's Pixar either. I think it's just...
Have you never seen it, John?
Yes, but that doesn't mean I remember who made the dadgum movie.
I love it. Now my kids will probably go back and watch this video. So I love it because the story behind it and what they do is what we do with my kids. And if I can't say it because my kids will go back and watch this video, I'll tell you off the sit. But what they do at the end is what we do with my kids. I mean, so the adults, if you'll get it. I mean,
I still want some of that hot chocolate they make too, by the way.
Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate.
Yeah. By the way, it was a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. So the 45% of the people who don't like it is just stupid. So get over yourself. John, do you have any final thoughts? No, Mosby, you got any final thoughts?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to what me and you talked about on Sunday when it's coming back from that wrestling tournament, stopping at the house, getting baseball stuff and going to baseball. It's just like, what am I going to do when this is over? Like, and my daughter had a dance recital that weekend that we went to, and then my older boy, ain't wrestling, but he starts basketball this coming up week. It's like, man, life it's busy, but like I told you, Ben, like when it's over, I might die. Like, I mean, but my final thoughts is there any better joy than seeing your kids do an activity that they enjoy, that they like? Is there any better joy in seeing them having success? Like my 6-year-old won his wrestling tournament, did very well in it. My 10-year-old wrestled in it. He placed in it, but he hasn't had success in his career, but saw good things from him this weekend. Saw some effort. Saw something that we haven't seen from him in years. Just beaming with pride, like just hearing about my 12-year-old talk about his basketball, like something that he's into and enjoying, and seeing my daughter just enamored with her dancing. Like it's just there's nothing better than seeing the joy in your kids' eyes and the joy in their love of the stuff that they're doing. It's just nothing better. Like I mean, I know we might complain sometimes we're tired and stuff, but right now, like sometimes my kids' stuff is the only thing that keeps me and my wife going at times because we are so exhausted, we are so worn down. But there's just nothing better than watching your kids just get to have fun, get to enjoy life, just the pride that they have and joy and the smile on their face when they do something successful, when they're doing something they love. It's just the best.
Yeah, and my final thought's pretty simple. John's wrong about Home Alone 1 being better than Home Alone 2, but it's okay. He can be wrong. I did want to point this out, though. I just pulled up a few real quick Rotten Tomato scores, and none of them even come close to comparing to what Die Hard is. Die Hard's a
Die Hard is
94%.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
John Polar Express is a Warner Brother movie, so I guess it's technically a Netflix movie now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no kidding. That was Die Hard standalone, though, even minus the whole argument if it's a Christmas movie or not, is so good.
Oh, absolutely.
I like them all.
So
I like the first three. First three, I love them all.
I'm about to go watch them. I've only seen the first.
You never seen the second one or the third one? Samuel L. Jackson's in the third one. Great. So before we end this, I feel like we're doing a disservice if we don't point it out.
All right, and that'd be.
Oh man. So
No, I'm kidding.
I was about to say,
are the Thunder going to be the best team in NBA history? They're 23-1 right now.
They just won tonight. What are you talking about? They just they're 24-1.
24-1. So
guys, I don't this is crazy.
Did you not know that?
No, I knew that. It's just it's
doesn't make any sense.
It's and here's the thing. Here's the thing. They can get 3 more lottery picks because the picks they own.
Mm-hmm.
Pressy is the baddest dude in the NBA.
I want to eat my words. When they first started making all these trades, the guy that used to work for me, Thunder fan, blah, blah, blah. I think I even said to our friend Morgan's like, it's good to have all those picks, but they ain't winning nothing. Well, they won something, and now they're winning. They're 24-1. Like, that's 25 games. They play 82. They're almost 3/4 of or a quarter of the season done. They've only lost one time. I think I saw the other day when I had the game on is that Shea's only played like 20-something minutes in the fourth quarter all year. Like, that's just crazy.
Bad dude.
Foul Mercury.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive, guys. Pretty impressive. We do need it. We'll talk a little more about once this football starts winding down and all these hot topics kind of die down. We'll start talking a little more about the NBA and the MLB. But regardless, that's all I have.
That's all I have.
You guys have a fantastic week. And follow us on all the socials. Good luck to the Vikings. Is it who they play most?
The Vikings, baby. JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
For all the people that said Zach Wilson, JJ McCarthy shut you up this last week.
Keep the first thing first. Spend time with family, and everybody, don't let your kids grow up to be cowboys.